Hey everyone, it's Jen again. I'm doing this video because some of you have asked for a complete history of what's been going on with me. I made a video about that, but I think it got deleted somewhere. So I'm making this one. Also, I wanted to thank everybody for their prayers and their comments, their intentions. It goes a long way. Thank you very much. So, where to begin? This is a video for the collective too, and anybody that's ready to begin a spiritual awakening. That's what's going on right now on this planet. A lot of people are going through it. Some people are at different stages. Some people are more advanced. And there are people like myself that are, we're frequency holders. Our frequency is high enough that we create a grid throughout the planet to enable everybody else to begin their awakening, to raise everybody's vibration, to wake people up from the matrix, to open their eyes that what's going on around us isn't real. God didn't make us to suffer, to have to strive, you know. And the universe He made, there is no rich, there's no poor, everybody's the same. But for me, I've always felt different, and I know a lot of the collective can, well, everybody can resonate with me on those terms. As a child, I was always different. I asked things that people couldn't answer or didn't want to. All through high school, I always made it a point to be exactly who I wanted to be. And that made me happy. I always saw everybody else conforming and trying to be like the next person, and I always questioned that, and I couldn't do it for myself. I needed to be the real me, the unique me. So and I've always enjoyed my time alone. I'm not shy. I can be quiet, but it's because I choose to be. If I want to say something, if I want to speak, you'll hear me speak. I'm not afraid to talk. I just choose my words wisely. And then somewhere along the line, I started to question things. I had somebody that I worked with, I was having problems at work, you know, just life problems. And this was a very spiritual girl, and she told me to take it to God. So I started praying a lot. This was maybe 15 years ago. And I went through a lot. I had a bad car accident when I was 19 that left me with chronic pain for my whole life. And I'd worked out. I'd been a runner. I'd worked out lifting weights since I was 10 years old. So I would try to keep in shape physically, so to subdue the pain, you know, keep that core strong to support the back. But over the years, I had accidents, I had falls. I fell and broke my back a couple years ago, and I had broken ribs, fractured spine, which led to scoliosis. And like I previously mentioned, I was a nurse. I still am a nurse. I haven't worked as a nurse for over a year now. I miss it greatly, but the Lord has told me not to find a job because He has got plans for me. So I was working through the pain, and you know, 12-hour shifts on your feet. Halfway through, I could not stand straight. I mean, I was literally curled up, hunched over in pain. So I left work, and I was out of work for a year before I started to feel better. But the reason I started to feel better was because of what I did. I mean, I had been on pain medication for 3 or 4 years, which was the last resort because the pain was so severe. I couldn't do anything about it. So, and after 3 or 4 years, I got sick of being on the pain medication. The yo-yos up and down, being sick if you missed your doctor's appointment, and the way they treated you like you're an addict. I had chronic pain. I needed the medication. I didn't want to be on it. So I took it to the Lord. I prayed, I meditated, and He took my pain away. And shortly thereafter, He healed my spine. So there's no more scoliosis. My pain is gone. And during that time, during the meditation, I experienced a spiritual awakening. I started to see through my third eye. And I've always noticed things. I can see things that other people can't see. I'm very sensitive. I'm highly sensitive. I have a deep connection with Father. Very deep connection. And the Holy Spirit is with me. Oh, yeah, you know what? I left it out. Just like Jesus when He said, you're my followers, and you should expect people to treat you the same way that they treated me. So sure enough, they treated Jesus like He was crazy, and He was possessed by demons. I was treated the same way. I was Baker acted because I was communicating with the Lord. Now, I've spoken to believers that heard that, and they were just shocked and amazed that someone would actually be locked up for believing in God. But yes, that actually happened. I was Baker acted. I didn't want to hurt myself. I was following the Lord's commands, and He wasn't going to let me get hurt. He was looking for my obedience. That's what He wanted, obedience. So people that love me, or I thought that loved me, mistook my obedience for whatever. So I ended up leaving my house after that. After being Baker acted, I went to live with my father. And then after a while there, I think I was there for about 6 months. I couldn't tolerate that area either, or that place, for a few different reasons. The enemy started showing up. The devil has his minions, and they are actively pursuing the Lord's collective, His chosen ones, the ones that are a threat to Him. So the Holy Spirit was grieved living there with my father and that situation. So I had to leave. And I packed up one night and I just walked away. And that was almost 3 months ago. So here I am. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be out here. I think I'm near the end. The Lord is still molding me. I hope I'm close to finish, but I can't rush it. I've got to respect His process, respect His timing, as you know. But what we're here for, what I'm here for, what other light workers are here for, like I was explaining earlier, is to facilitate an awakening among the general population, to open people's eyes, to create a new earth, a new population where people aren't fooled by society. Open your eyes to see what's going on around you, the spiritual warfare that's present around us day and night, the things that I have to fight on a daily basis, you know. It's real. People may not be able to see it, may not be sensitive to it, but once you start to open your eyes, you become more sensitive, you become more knowledgeable, and it brings you closer to the Father, and that's what He wants. And Jesus wants to save His sheep. He wants to bring His people home, save them from the impending fire that's coming. I guess there's more to come. Thanks. Bye.